Want to sit at the casino at home and play some off.
You fucker. When the night falls heavy and the road feels endless, there's a voice inside you saying, you are the one who must stand. I've walked through shadows, dust and rain, felt the sting of every chain. The whispers came, the laughter too, but the fire inside pulled me through. I'm a man who's walked alone through every valley, every stone, and every scar upon my hand tells the story of who I am. Through the storms and endless nights, through the darkness and the fights, I held on to one true thing, the hope that tomorrow brings. I am the one to walk through fire and pain. I am the one to rise up through the rain, through every fall, through every mile. I keep on walking, I keep my style. I am the one. The world can try to tear me down, spread its hate through every town, but my heart won't bend, my soul won't break. Every dawn brings a new state. I've heard the lies, I've seen the doubt, I've walked where nobody shouts, but the voice inside keeps calling me to the man I'm meant to be. I am the one to stand where shadows call. I am the one to answer when I fall. Through every storm, through every fight, I keep on walking into the night. I am the one. I am the one. Boots crunching gravel, wind howling through the canyon. I've seen friends turn into ghosts, heard betrayal at its most, but every tear I've ever cried built the courage I hold inside. The night may come with bitter hands, but I still rise where others stand. And when the morning breaks the sky, I know I'll never say goodbye. Sometimes the world won't believe in you, sometimes the road feels too long, but every man who walks with faith knows he is the one who belongs. I am the one to walk through fire and pain. I am the one to rise up through the rain, through every fall, through every try. I keep on walking every mile. I am the one. Now the mountains call my name, through the mist and through the flame. Every mile, every fight leads me closer to the light. And when the journey finally ends, I'll stand tall among my friends. For every step that I have run proves I am the chosen one. I am the one to face the storms and fight. I am the one to hold on to the light. Through every tear, through every flame, I keep on walking in His name. I am the one. I am the one. You are the one. The road may be long, the night may be dark, but the fire inside will always guide you home.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing?
I'm going to show you why you'll
Now, before you get the wrong idea. Fuck, man. Before you get the wrong idea, I know you've seen me in a lot of episodes where I really put it out there. I really explain my anger at what's happening to this country. So let's go into that tonight, eh? Because that's how I feel. I am fine. Calling from Oregon. I'm going to reach out to some of you in the show today, in the chat. We're having a little chat. We know one guy to another. I know there's a lot of women in here too, because they seem to really be standing up over the guys in Canada. So let's clear the air, shall we, guys? I'm doing a late broadcast. I appreciate you calling in from Oregon there. I really appreciate that. I would just like you all to share this for a minute. I'm going to put up another tune. Let's give ourselves a minute and share it out there, guys. Share it out there.
House went quiet after the truth. Clock kept moving like it always do. Floor felt colder, bare feet still. I stood there breathing against my will. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here when it shows. When the noise dies and there's nowhere to hide it, I'm still here. Won't let you go. I've seen shouting fill a room. I've seen silence split one in two. You can talk strong You can talk brave, but you meet yourself when nobody stays. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here when it hurts, when the lights go off and there's nothing to fight with. I'm still here first. If my voice sounds low, it's because it stayed. I'm still here when it's quiet, still here after truth. When the night lets go and the day comes violent, I'm still here with you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ruddi Bruce broadcast on Facebook and YouTube. Hello. So I guess you're all wondering, why in the fuck would I come back on again? I just did a show at 6 o'clock. Right? Anybody can take a guess? Anybody want to take a guess in the comments why I came back at now 10:40 p.m.? Anybody want to take a guess why I'm back on the air? Just wondering. Curiosity. I'm looking at the comments. I don't see anything yet. There's 8 of you in here. Maybe I'm not good enough entertainment for you, I guess. Oh, here's one. RCMP visited you. No. No, RCMP didn't visit me. So that's not happening. That didn't happen. So that guess is wrong. There's 10 of you in here now, and figured to mention something. Oh, forgot to mention something. Here we are. Forgot to mention something. No, that's not it either. Anybody else? Why did Ruddi Bruce come back on at 10:41 after I've already done a show today? Anybody want to guess? Just curious. Anybody? What would be the reason why I would come back on tonight at 10:42? Why would I do that? Anybody? I'm very interested in your answers, okay? Or your question. Why would I do that? Really? I mean, I already did a show, right? Why would I be back on at 10:42? Why is that? Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Anybody? What's this next one? Forgot to mention something. It's the same thing. Nobody's putting anything in the comments other than the RCMP visited you or I forgot something. And I'm saying that's not it. So what else could it be? Just curious. Anybody? I'm watching the comments, right? Or would you like another song, maybe? Or maybe maybe I could find a skit about a clown and show him up there so you could be so gently entertained. And there's 12 of you in here now. And this is bored, not able to sleep. Oh, here, look at this one. There's another one, see? Bored, not able to sleep. No, that's not it either. Sorry. So we have three proposals, and none of them hit the bar of why I'm back on here at 10:44 now, on air. Any more explanations? Anybody out there got any clue whatsoever? There's 16 or 15 of you in here. Anybody have a clue? A clue as to why I would be back on air at 10:46 now, or 10:45 or whatever it is? Any clue? Anybody know? Oh, here's a good one. Look at that one. Look at that one. Yeah. From Saskatchewan. First time watching, congratulations. Welcome to the broadcast. You have something on your mind you want to say. Watching from Saskatchewan, Canada. Just to inform you, I've only been broadcasting 11 years on social media. And as I said earlier, I already did a show at 6 o'clock. Every night I come on Fridays at 6 o'clock. Okay. I had an audience of 50,000 Canadians. Right? At one time. And look at this one. Look at that one. You have something important to tell us. And there's 21 of you in here. I've been broadcasting 11 years, and I have something important to tell you. The second show in one day, and I've got 21 of you in here. Really? Really? That's what I'm telling you. There's 22 of you now in here, and because you have something important to tell us. And that the question is, why do you think I'm back on air same day? I had a show at 6 o'clock, and now it's 10:47. I'm back on air. My question is, why do you think that I'm back on air? That's the question. And this is the kind of these are the answer. These are the responses I'm getting. And this one, because I have something important to tell you, is about the closest response I've gotten yet. And I started this, I don't know, half hour ago or something. And there's 20 of you in here. Okay. You know something, Canadians? If you're in Canada, you know, I said in my last show, I sent information to CRA. That's the Canada Revenue Agency. Okay. Now, I've had this thing going on with Canada Revenue Agency for a year now. And what the issue is to send the money that they're sending to us Canadians to the right bank account. Now, let me give you a little lowdown, okay? And the reason I'm going to give you this little lowdown is because this is the kind of fucking bullshit that Canadians get in Canada. Canadians, okay? All right? Canadians. Now, you went to go celebrate Canada Day a few days ago. And before you went and celebrated Canada Day, I put up a post. Don't choke on the cake, okay? Don't choke on the cake, right? Well, there was a reason why I did that post, which we're getting into. So I digress. I go back to the topic of CFIA, or I mean the Canada CA, Canada CARA or whatever, Canada Revenue Services, okay? Canada Revenue Services, okay? So I did my taxes with H&R Block, and they hooked up this DC bank account. Not my bank account. We're talking about H&R Block here, right across Canada, charging you money every time you gotta do your taxes. And they set it up to send my money to DC Bank. Look it up. Didn't ask me about my bank account or fuck all, or which account you want this sent to or fuck all. They give you a card, okay? They give you a card and it's hooked up to DC Bank, not your bank, DC Bank. Okay. So to begin with, when they set this all up, with this card I had, it was no problem basically getting into the account and dealing with my money, okay? But then it started to get tougher and tougher to deal with your money out of DC Bank. to the point of where I couldn't even access the account. Okay. I have to phone DC Bank and I have to, find out to begin with if the money even hit the account. Oh, it's there. Okay, I would like it sent to my account, CIBC. You follow me so far? Okay. Anyway, long story short, I kept having an extreme problem with DC Bank and getting access to my money. That the government, our government, is giving to Canadians because of the hardship and the bullshit that they're giving to Canadians. Okay? So when you're down to getting money from the government and you're on a pension and you have bills, and on top of those bills, you have operating cost to live and survive, get supplies, and all that shit. So you like to kind of plan your day with the money that's supposed to be coming in as a Canadian. Okay? As a Canadian. That you've been in this country now 66 years. Not only that, but the years that you put in to working in this country for the good of everybody, And me being a trucker, that's a lot of fucking loads, Canada. And I decide to retire. Because I had enough of this fucking bullshit. So I retired. Okay, so I'm retired, on a pension. And the cost of fuel and the cost of everything goes through the fucking roof. Okay? But there's no fucking light at the end of the tunnel. For a senior in Canada. Okay, it gets better. So, okay, all this bullshit I'm dealing with DC Bank, I say close it. Close the account. Close it. End of story. And then I gotta wait 2 weeks to get my money out of DC Bank. So now we're talking a 4-week period or a 3-week period. More than what you got your check. You got it maybe sent to your account. I don't know. But I'm being put through this gauntlet of bullshit. So, okay, whatever. 2 weeks. I wait for the money. I get the money. Finally. Oh, but I'm going to do my due diligence with the Canadian government. Now get this. Over a year now, I have been trying to get CAR, the Canadian Tax Revenue Service, over a year now to send it to the right fucking account. To begin with, over a year ago, they tell me on the phone, no, we don't do that. We don't take your information or fuck all over the phone anymore. Okay. Okay. So I go down to Service Canada building. Oh, no, we don't do that here. You got to go to your bank. Okay. So I go to my bank, CIBC, and I say to them, I want you to tell the Canadian Tax Revenue Office to send my money or any more money to my savings account at CIBC. Over a year ago, I did that. I actually walked into the bank and did that. Okay. You figure everything's good now, baby. No. Because the $269 that just got sent out by the Canada Revenue Agency went to the DC bank, and I had all kinds of problems getting into the account, couldn't get in the account. I said, fuck it, close it. Then I contacted CIBC again and did it again to tell the Canadian Tax Revenue Service to put my money into this account again. June 18th, they got that information because I was on the phone today with them 5 times. The first time was to find out exactly if they had got the information from CIBC. Oh, yes, sir. We got it. June 18th, we got that information. We got it. And when did they send out the checks? They sent them out. As a matter of fact, they sent them out yesterday, last night. See, that money was supposed to be in my account today, and it wasn't there. Wasn't there. Now, why in the fuck would it not be in my account today? After I contacted the CIBC and the Canadian Tax Revenue fucking Service through the service of CIBC, all done properly again for the second time, and it doesn't hit my fucking account. Now, this is the fucking shit that I've went through with the Canadian government. Bullshit. So this is a government that wants to invade your privacy and have the decisions of whether or not you're capable of being on the internet even. Okay? That you're even capable to fucking exist. Exist. You understand? Of whether or not you're capable of existing in Canada. So, in other words, they've got the MAID program, right? And they're building on that, right? And then when they take your organs, they're making a shitload of money off your body parts, right? Oh, you want to maybe prove me wrong? Perhaps they want to be able to control whether or not you even hear a fucking thing out of me? These are the fucking assholes that I sent in a request on June the 18th, and another motherfucker looks at the file. And it gets sent again to DC Bank. And then it gets sent back to CRA. Only to find out, well, holy fuck, why is this money back here when we sent it to DC Bank? Maybe I'll have to look at the file. 3 weeks, 4 weeks later. You talk about service? Where's the service in that? And I agree. Look at this. Look at this. It's hard to talk to them guys. And you know that's true. That's fucking true. Because when you phone them, they're asking you, they're interrogating you. Okay? What's the bottom line on this tax return? And what's this? And what's that? And what's this? And who the fuck are you? And every guy you talk to on that fucking phone has an accent, like they're from some foreign country, from somewhere else, other than Canada. And you're sitting there pissed the fuck off. You're sitting there pissed off, and they're telling you, oh, and by the way, talk nicely to your representative. Talk nicely to the staff. Don't be mad at them. Don't give them any fucking bullshit. Don't be a fucking pissed off fucking Canadian after what we did to you. Because we're the government. Fuck. Yeah, don't give us attitude. Because when what happens is they hang up on you. And then you gotta phone them back and sit on the phone for another half an hour, right? All fucking day with these fuckers. Because they hang up on you when you talk stern to them, perhaps. You know, not swearing or anything, but you talk sternly to them because you're kind of concerned about the fucking bullshit that they're doing to you. So 4 fucking times I have to phone him back to make sure that a proper complaint has been put in and that I can expect a phone call on Monday morning from a supervisor at this fucking Canadian Tax Revenue Agency. Amen. Oh. I get pretty emotional over this shit because all my life I've had to deal with this bullshit government, okay? All my life I've had to deal with this fucking incompetent shit. All my life I've had to deal with these fucking assholes that I pay taxes to, and that's how they get their fucking paycheck. Oh, but they come up with these government excuses like it takes time. It takes time for the government to get up off its fucking ass to help the people. You know, but that's what they're paid to do. Is fucking they're getting what, $30 an hour or some fucking shit like that, and they're in this fucking cushy little job, you know, that if you even make a complaint on these fucking pricks, like even the RCMP, you know, you make a complaint on these fucking pricks and they get a day off or 2 days off without pay, but they still keep their job. You know, these are guys that walk around Canada with a gun on their hip, right? And mace in their belt, okay? And they're so high and mighty, these motherfuckers, okay? That they can intimidate you without really knowing the law, for example, in Canada. And these are the fuckers that fuck up your life. Not to mention all the other motherfuckers that are fucking up your life, you know? These guys that are installing cameras on stoplights. Oh, there's a good money grab. Over $600 the last time. Yeah, without even fucking really telling me I'm suspended, okay? I found out sort of through the grapevine, okay? And it was a good thing that happened, okay? Because there's nothing I could do. I had to pay the tickets. Money gouge, right? Or if you're caught on the road, I would have had every fucking thing taken away from me. And I'm fucked. Then I gotta pay, you know, the fine, the so-called fine, driving under a suspended license, and the tow bill for not only my truck, but my trailer, okay? And then the storage fee, okay? This is the kind of fucked up system we have in Canada. Not to mention, you send a memo into the Canadian Tax Revenue Agency to send it to this account instead of that account, and nobody fucking lifts a fucking finger, but just sits there, let it go out to DC Bank again. You tell me, Canada, where's the service in all of that? Where's the service? Where is it? Where is it for Canadians that we have service in Canada? Where? From the government. From our so-called paid officials, okay? Monthly fucking income every fucking day. They're getting 20, $30 an hour, whatever the fuck, to fucking sit on their ass and do what exactly? Just curious. Just like social services, okay? Just like social services office. The social services office, and I've done this over 11 fucking years, okay? The social services office is what's causing the homelessness and the poverty in Canada to begin with. Because when you have an explosion of people living in tents in Canada, don't you fucking think there's something fucking wrong with that picture? Because in Canada, we have 4 fucking seasons, and one of them is winter. Winter. Not to mention the summer. That's another one. Summer. Extreme heat. Extreme cold in Canada. Okay? Now hold on to that thought for a minute, okay? There's two extreme seasons in Canada where people either die of heat stroke or frostbite, freezing, like a popsicle. You freeze to death, okay? You either freeze to death or you roast, okay? For the poor people in Canada, okay? That's what's going on in Canada. There's two major seasons in Canada. One is extreme hot and one is extreme cold. You follow me so far, right? Social services over 2 decades has not been looking after the people. Okay, that's over 2 decades that I'm aware of. I mean, and even further. Okay, it could be 3 decades. It could be 4 decades. Social services in Canada is not looking after the people that goes to social services and say, "Hey, look, I got a problem." Okay. So this has backlogged an enormous number of people for a long time in Canada, right across the country. This didn't just happen 4 or 5 years ago. This has been going on for a long fucking time. So all these people that find themselves in a very difficult position end up going to social services and say, "Hey, I'm, there's something going on and I need some help and I need to get my rent paid and all that shit, you know." No, you better get used to the street life, baby. You're fucked, baby. That's basically what it comes down to. For a long time now, in Canada, before the recession, when Trudeau took office, when Harper was in office, and before that, people on social services are getting fucked. But that wasn't good enough. So when Trudeau took office, he made it fucked for the rest of you. So then an explosion happened with tent cities, people living on the street in tents or whatever they could get to live on the street because social services wouldn't give them enough money to pay rent anywhere. Now, mind you, when you go to social services, all these social workers are getting a very good wage. They're getting a lot more than what they're telling their clients they're going to get. I guarantee you that. They're getting their wage and they're going home with a big fat fucking paycheck paid by you, the taxpayer, but the client that's going to see that person is getting fucked. Has been going on for a long time. So this explosion across Canada happened with these tent cities, and there's well over 3,000 homeless in Edmonton. Well over that. Not to mention Vancouver. Not to mention fucking Regina. Not to mention Winnipeg. Not to mention Toronto. Not to mention Ottawa or any of the other fucking places in Canada. You're getting fucked over because you're poor. That's all. Because you're poor. They used to call it back in the day. They used to call it you're a peasant. They had a label back then in the day. You're a peasant, right? Yeah. This goes back a long ways. You're peasants, right? Or you're grifters, or you're squatting, or you're fucking, there's lots of names. Because you're poor. In Canada. A poor guy. So, when you go to the social services office, you say, hey, I need some help. And the best they can basically tell you is go to the food bank and go grab some groceries there. You go to the food bank and fuck me, they give you all this food, but no place to fucking cook it. So, understand this, people. You go to the food bank, you don't have a place to live, and they give you food that you gotta cook. I don't even have a can opener, let alone a pot, let alone a stove, let alone a fridge. But that's what they tell you. Right across the country. They came up with that shit in the 1980s. Go to the food bank. Well, they're going to help you out. Oh, I guess if you're into eating raw food and you can borrow a fucking can opener. Okay. I'll go to the food bank and go get what I can get to survive. This is what I did. This is what the life I went through. Nowhere to lie. I grew up on the fucking streets of this fucking country, and that's the shit I got. Yeah, that's the kind of treatment I got as a Canadian in Canada. And out of all that bullshit, I turned out to be one of the best truckers in Canada because I clawed my way out of that bullshit and I became a trucker when I was about 30 years old. Mind you, I had been driving a lot of other fucking shit before that. Since I was 15 and I finally got my driver's license, I would drive anything I could to make a buck. Okay? So my big thing was, I'm going to be a trucker. And that's what I did, finally, at 30 years old. And I found out that by applying for some kind of a student loan, okay, that I could get these courses, okay? And even that was a bit of a jigamarole. But anyway, beside that, okay, I fucking reached it. I got my peak. Became what I wanted to be in Canada, was a trucker. And then 40 years I drove a truck, okay, to survive. And out of that 40 years, at the end of that 40 years, I found out that across Canada they have tariffs for every province against every province in Canada. You know what that did to my trucking industry? Because I didn't go anywhere but Canada. I didn't want to go to the States. Well, that led me to be a number one fucking target in the industry because every fucking cheese ass fucking company out there would fuck me hard, okay? And I'm just trying to stand up for my shit. 40 years of this shit. I did it. Never an accident on the highway or fuck all or fuck all or fuck all. Every load got to where it had to go. All you Canadians got your loads. No problem. From one end of the country to the other. But then there became a problem. You know, not only with the industry bullshit, but the immigrants they let into the country, they were flooding the industry. Okay? I mean, flooding it. Okay? And these motherfuckers, a lot of them didn't know how to drive a fucking truck. So now this became a hazard for all truck drivers of my caliber, because if you hit another truck head on, right? Because these fuckers don't know how to drive. If you hit one of these fuckers head on, you're finished. You're fucked. You, there ain't no guarantee you're gonna walk away from that bitch. Not to mention the money I was losing. Not to mention that. My safety came first, okay? I was losing money when I'm coming through the mountains, okay? And another fucking accident. I have to sit there. I'm on the mile, okay? I have to sit there till they clean up this fucking accident. And sometimes it goes for 24 fucking hours, okay? I'm fucked. I'm losing money. I'm getting fucking pissed off. And it's a safety hazard on the roadways in Canada because these fucking assholes don't know how to drive. And that's what they put me through, okay? Okay. So I retired a year early. I said enough. Enough bullshit, okay? But I saved up 10 years of taxes. And I had to get all my taxes done. And for that year that I retired, I lived off my taxes that I had, you know. Yeah. Towards the end, it was my supporters that helped me get over the hump to get to my retirement check yet. My supporters, okay? Otherwise, I would have been a frozen fucking popsicle. Because I wasn't going to do any more work in Canada. I was done. Okay. So I retired. And I went through bullshit with my retirement fucking shit. On top of it, then I got to deal with this CRA, whatever the fuck again. These motherfuckers. I'm at that point where I'm saying, what the fuck? What the fuck? "11 years I've broadcasted to you Canadians about all of this shit in Canada. The data centers, the fucking immigrants getting into hotels, our people sleeping on tents on the street, and on and on and on. 11 years of broadcasting to you people this shit that we have to go through as Canadians in Canada. Okay? 11 fucking years. 11 years. 11 years of telling you something is pretty fucked in our country. You know what I mean? You know? Like there's people losing their limbs in frostbite and people dying in the heat in Canada. Not to mention the COVID-19 bullshit they pulled on you in 2020. And it goes on and on from there. Every day a new story, a new bunch of bullshit. And then all these fucking bills they want to cram down your fucking throats. Invading your privacy as a Canadian. And these fucking cocksucking clowns can't even read a fucking memo. Send it to my bank account instead of DC Bank. 18 days, or 10 days or whatever before they sent out the checks. That's service in Canada for you. As a Canadian. I just really wanted to make sure you knew what Canada was about this time. Because I'm fucking sick and tired, okay? Sick and fucking tired of this fucking shit. Personally, okay? Personally, I'm sick and fucking tired of what our ancestors left us in Canada. Whoop-de fucking do. And these fucking assholes want to come out and say, oh, this is the best country in the world. Really? The best country in the fucking world? Are you fucking shitting me? Shove your patroness bullshit fucking crap up your ass, okay? You're fucking proud to be a fucking Canadian? You fucking elbows up motherfuckers. Anyway, that's why I had to come back on at 10:44 or something p.m. today again. Because not enough Canadians are really getting it upstairs. And it's really fucking pissing me off. I mean, to no end, okay? You motherfuckers, okay? I don't know what it is. Maybe it was the COVID shot. Maybe it was some other fucking thing. Maybe I'm living amongst a bunch of fucking aliens or some shit. But it's really fucking pissing me off, okay? To be living in a country where I send a memo to our government, which is supposed to be helping the people of the country, only to find out that no, we didn't do jack shit with your memo, and we sent it again to DC Bank for them to send it back to send it to me again. Are you fucking ahead? And we pay these motherfuckers how much a month to fucking sit there and answer their goddamn phone? Are you fucking fucked? In the past, I've seen stories where a guy goes into Parliament, he's got an AK-47, and he sits there on the speaker's chair. He's got an AK-47. He's mad as fuck. The big problem here is he entered the Parliament buildings when they were off on a vacation. And then there was an incident where I seen a truck driver drive his truck through SGI building in the front door, a 5-ton truck, ram it into the front fucking door of SGI. And there's other cases of where people are so fucking pissed off, okay? They go to extremes. There was an army guy that tried to run his truck into 23 Sussex at the time of the carbon tax protests. He's an army guy. He tries to run his pickup into 23 Sussex to take on Mr. Trudeau. And then there's others that have been arrested for, threatening the prime minister. There's stories out there about people that have really lost their fucking minds, okay? Over the fucking bullshit that the Canadian does to people, the Canadian government does to people, including the social services bullshit. A guy's losing his family, or a woman is losing their family, or something going on with social services. Their whole world is destroyed because they just can't get enough fucking help in Canada. Oh, and then we have this great big fucking drug problem in Canada. It explodes. And now all these homeless people are all drug addicts. Is that what you're trying to fucking tell me? Are you fucking fucked in the head? Seniors are going to live on the streets now in Canada. Okay? I just sent an 81-year-old woman living on the streets to the hospital in an ambulance last Friday. And I'm in the bush. Okay? I'm in the bush. And a guy brings me this lady. Like, what am I supposed? I fucking called an ambulance, and the lady's got to go to the hospital because she is so in need of medical attention in Canada. 81-year-old woman. Like, really, Canada? You want to get out there on July the 1st and celebrate your great big Canadian fucking bullshit? You know something? I'm sick and tired of this fucking patronage bullshit. Okay? I mean, people are fucking dying in this country because of it. Unnecessarily. Simply because they can't get the proper help. You know what I mean? Simply because they can't fucking get the proper help to exist. Punch their ticket. Punch their fucking ticket. Right? Because they don't get the proper help or freeze their limbs off or whatever it is you want to fucking do to them. And we have compassion in Canada. We're going to let all these immigrants into our country to litter our fucking everything, throw your garbage wherever you fucking want, not respect our cultures, not respect us as Canadians. Just bring them on in. We're going to support their ass better than Canadians. better than Canadians. And then to top it all off, we're gonna fucking let Carney do whatever he wants to our country, right? And we're gonna sit back and we're gonna bitch and complain, Carney this and Carney that, and he can break every fucking law in the book just like Trudeau did. And we're, as Canadians, we're gonna sit back and we're just gonna take it up the ass. Right? Or maybe he can come and charge us for inciting a riot or some shit. Because it hit too close to the home of the Canadian government. Oh. Meanwhile, how many billions of dollars did this prick take out of Canada along with his fucking mate, Trudeau? How many dollars hit fucking other countries for no fucking reason while our fucking people sat on the streets and froze to death? Or heat exhaustion or whatever the fucking case. Billions. But we're all supposed to sit back and keep paying taxes, right? Keep paying taxes, right? Keep fucking funneling this fucking demise that you're all putting yourselves into. Like AI data centers and electronic prisons, right? 15-minute cities, right? Agenda 2030, right? There's something wrong with Canada now. Now, I can officially say it's a fucking shithole. Because nobody wants to get up and lift a fucking finger and do anything about it. So carry on, Canadians. Let's go for another round of bullshit. But we're supposed to believe in the Canadian government, right? We're supposed to believe that H1N1 fucking vaccine was supposed to help Canadians, right? Well, I got news for you. It killed more Canadians than it helped. And we're still sitting back doing shit. Right? Just thought for me. Just food for thought. When this question, how is she doing? Look at this. How is she doing? That 81-year-old woman that I sent to the hospital, how is she doing? Okay. That night I sent her to the hospital. I phoned the hospital. And they won't tell me jack shit. So I don't know how she's doing or anything more about the situation. So maybe they came in there and offered her maid, and now she's dead. Okay, I don't know because they won't tell me. And I'm the guy that phoned the ambulance to get her to the hospital. So I don't know how she's doing. If you phone the hospital to find out anything, they will tell you nothing. Okay, let me give you a song. Let me give you something, because I'm going to go take a piss. And I don't want to leave blank air, okay? So we'll go with this.
Do you want to see your house?
No, I don't want to see my house. Fucking bullshit commercial. Fucking bullshit.
A man lives long enough. He quits arguing with the mirror. Been the loud man in the corner bar, been the quiet one watching rain. Had folks swear they knew my story, never walked a mile in my pain. I burned bridges, I built a few, some still stand, some fell in line. These days I sit on the front porch steps, let the evening take its time. I ain't worried who don't like me now. That train already left the yard. This life moves quick and time moves quiet. Deals its hand without regard. We're just lanterns in the midnight wind. Blow wild and dim our flame. So pour that drink and laugh out loud. We're all just passing through the same. Though some people strong as thunder, lost a few I thought would stay. Some walked out without a reason, some just slowly slipped away. Tears don't fix a crooked road, truth don't always come out clean, but a man sleeps better at night, saying exactly what he means. I ain't worried who don't like me now. That train already left the yard. This life runs fast and hearts run fragile. Every mile's a weather card. We're just lanterns in the midnight wind, swinging soft above the line. So raise that glass and nod your head. Every breath is borrowed time. Clock keeps ticking, don't ask why. One blink gone, next year flies. Truth is simple when you're old. Just live your days and pay your soul. I ain't worried who don't like you now. Ain't trying to win that game. This old road taught me plain, most of it about my name. We're just letters in the midnight wind, shining once before we fade. So laugh tonight, speak your truth.
I'm back. And now we have 14 of you in the chat, just to let you know. Where am I going to take this now? You catching a cold? No, I'm not catching a cold. I'm just getting old, that's all. I'm getting to be an old motherfucker. Well, maybe not an old motherfucker, but an old guy, okay? An old trucker, I guess you call it. You know, we're all gonna get old, all right? Even me. I am no exception to getting old. So, parts wear out and all that other good shit. Excuse me. So I just want to, at this time, thank my audience for hanging in there and sticking by me and giving me that sense of doing something for Canada and the people in Canada. Because that's really kind of what it's about. The broadcast is the Canadian people versus a corrupt fucking government. Because I lived through it. And I think that it's unfair that as a Canadian, we go through all this bullshit in Canada. So I created the Ruddi Bruce broadcast. And who is Ruddi Bruce? Why, that's me. No bullshit about my broadcast. No bullshit about what I'm telling you, because it's all true. Because when I got into this, I said, I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell it to you like the hip. And I'm not going to sugarcoat shit. I don't have to. So the Ruddi Bruce broadcast was born over 11 years ago. And the Carney government and the Trudeau government really want to silence guys like me. Okay. And they did that. They did it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I don't talk just to feel the air. I don't move just to prove it. I don't scare when the sky turns black. I don't leave when it pushes back. I've seen strong men lose their ground, heard brave words fall apart out loud. I don't shake when the walls give in. I get quiet and I dig in. When it gets heavy, when it gets loud, when everybody's running out, I don't run, I don't bend. When I stay, I don't.
No, I'm not catching a cold. I said I'm getting old. My parts are slowly wearing out. Okay. Whatever. That doesn't scare me or anything. It is what it is. I'm just doing my time. Doing my time.
Have I not commanded you? Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged. For the Lord your God will be with you wherever you go.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this broadcast for today.
Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is the Ruddi Bruce broadcast. You focus on the truth. I focus on the facts. People of Canada, your voice will speak a million strong. If we come together and fight what's going on. We got homeless people living in tents. Be compassionate. Do not judge. 200,000 of us are using food banks. Where's the pride? Where's the pride? Where's our money we slave for? They cover it up. The working man is living poor. Ruddi has true leadership, speaking for the ones who are tired of this shit. Make the government officials get a grip, or everyone loses the respect. Something's wrong, open your eyes. They tell us lies, you're blinded to this and mowing your lawn. United, we stand, divided we fall. The time will come, the day is near, we will all march. So listen with your ears, we are not zombies or fresh meat. Let's grind up the government, make compost for the maple trees. Let's avenge the deaths of the ones who have fallen. Coronavirus, opioid, we're still trying. They thought they got away scot-free. We will get the last laugh. Just wait and see. These talks we have on the broadcast will provide and guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers believe we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you shitting me? Round of applause to you and yours for tuning in. We're opening doors. This is the real movement, people. Let's stand up, Canada, before we lose. These talks we have on the broadcast will provide the guide. Let's do it fast. Taxpayers, we live strong and free. Everyone does. Are you kidding me? Lost TV when you're tuning in, we're opening doors. This is the real movement, people that stand up Canada before we lose it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today. I've given you 2 broadcasts today. Wake up, Canada. We're now living in a shithole. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just getting the word out there.